Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Ruiz. I'm so excited to see you guys today. I know it's been a while, Miss Ruiz, since we've, had our interactions and since we've discussed, but I'm very eager to go over everything that I was able to um, put into our analysis for you, and at the same time for you as well, Mr. Ruiz. I know from what Miss Ruiz was telling me is that you do have your own financial planner, which is amazing. And I congratulate you on that for taking that extra step and going out of your way and, getting your financial situation, resolved and planned for the future. But I also thank you for supporting Miss Ruiz and wanting to start that today. From my understanding, you don't necessarily want to be too in part of what Miss Ruiz wants to do. But like I said, I do appreciate you being here and taking the time out of your day to support her. I want to also stress the important fact that whatever Miss Ruiz ultimately decides to do financially, majority of the time it will affect you as well financially, which is really important because long term we want to make sure that all of our assets, whether hers, yours, or joint in any way, are allocated properly so that it prevents as much estate taxes as possible. We can go ahead and get started with everything. I was able to implement a lot of the questions that you guys had a lot of the questions that Miss Ruiz had actually throughout the information she was giving me. From my understanding, Mr. Ruiz, you do own multiple businesses. I want to congratulate you on that. I know, it's already hard enough on its own just to run one successful business, but the fact that you're running not one successful one, but two, it really shows hard work ethic. So I congratulate you on that. All right. So from my understanding, I know that, we do have a good couple of credit cards. I was seeing that there is a substantial amount of debt as well, not just on the credit cards, but also, the assets, the property that we do own. So our personal residence, the one here in Florida, as well as the condo in Florida, and then even the condo in Las Vegas. And all of this debt that we're talking about isn't included in the debt for our businesses as well. Like I said, I do congratulate you on the success you've had with your businesses, but if there's any way possible that I can help you create even more success and more, financial awareness within your business, I'm more than welcome to help you out on that. I do see that we do have a lot of expenses for your business income as well for the real estate LLC. Maybe eventually in the future we can go over those expenses and see how we can decrease them and allow you to save more money. Miss Ruiz, I know you did have questions as well. I know one of your first questions that you did ask me was whether or not you'll be adequately protected if Mr. Ruiz does pass away prematurely. Of course, we can never exactly have a for sure pinpoint as to when someone will pass away, but what we can do in the present is prepare for anything to come. And, of course, we can never have any substantial amount of money that will, bring anyone back, but it's that gift that we're leaving behind that makes that difference in our lives. So I just wanted to let you know, after putting the metrics in for you as well as Mr. Ruiz, you will be covered for your financial, situation with whatever your expenses are, whatever you decide on. You will most definitely be covered, so you don't have to worry about that. You guys do have 3 life insurance policies already altogether. There's a universal life insurance policy. That one has $1 million face value. You do have a term life insurance policy FHA for $1 million as well. That one, I know you guys have had it for 5 years already. You do have 25 years left, and then you do have that group term life insurance policy as well for $3 million. From my understanding, you guys don't have any expenses on that, so you don't need to worry about that too much. And you guys do have that till the two of you retire. So at a certain point, you will no longer have that group term life insurance, but you will still have the universal life insurance policy. That one does stay with you your whole life, which is good because it gives you that extra level of protection. The term insurance, you do have about 25 more years. You've had it for 5. Yes, you've had it for 5 already. So you do have it for a good amount of more years left on that. And you will be covered, in case for the unfortunate circumstance that something does happen to Mr. Ruiz. I do notice as well, Ms. Ruiz, you did have another question. You did want me to investigate the family's financial situation. From my understanding, you can't figure out why you and Mr. Ruiz have been having that challenging time with your personal budget, not your income budget for the, for the real estate LLC, but for the personal one. That's due to the debt that we were talking about earlier. My best advice for you is to possibly sell some of the, the debt that you do have, whether the additional cars. You guys have 3 cars and a motorcycle. A lot of people just have 2 cars since it's just the 2 of you right now. You don't necessarily need anything extra. So my best advice to you would be to give away or sell those items and try to start saving more in your retirement funds. That way it could build growth and assets on that. You did have another question, Mr. Ruiz. You're interested in other advice and counsel that can be used to benefit you and your family's financial situation. That is a wonderful question. A lot of people tend to have that question, but they never really tend to ask. And unfortunately, because they don't ask, it puts them back. So I want to thank you for, taking that first initial step to progress you and your family into a better financial outcome. One of the things that you guys can do is to save up more money. From what I was seeing, you guys unfortunately are not saving that much money due to the fact that you have so much debt right now. As soon as you go ahead and sell some of that debt off, you might even be able to sell some of your condos if needed be, because right now you guys aren't selling at, or you guys aren't saving at what you could be, or even investing at what you could be. From my understanding, Mr. Ruiz makes over $800,000 a year, and because of that, he should be saving at least 15%. 15% of just $100,000 is $15,000 a year, and unfortunately, if you multiply that by 8, we're not saving that amount or investing it either. So if we could go ahead and start doing that as soon as possible, that way we can really get you started on track. The faster you guys do that, the faster you'll be able to have that compound interest built up. I do know that you did have another question, Ms. Ruiz, in regards to the financial plan that's being put in place. You guys want to know that you're on track to reach your retirement goal. You guys are, but like I said, as long as you continue to save and really save a lot more than what you are, you will be eventually. I did put in some scenarios within your financial analysis, and I'm happy to see that there was an over 90% success rate with the financial analysis that we did for you. So it's great to know that things are working in your favor. And then we did have another question. You did have concerns about premature death issues. The premature death issues will be covered because of the life insurance policy, so there's no need to worry about that as well. And then you do have a little bit of wiggle room and a little bit of cushion with, the finances and everything that you guys are doing to accumulate that wealth. If at any point you do feel like, you need more cash, you can sell the properties that you do have because they're increasing at a good enough rate of return. But for right now, That's all that we can cover. I will see you guys soon. I look forward to talking more to you guys and seeing what more you want to implement with your plan.